guys, welcome back. It's Keldar231 aka Laugh at Loners. In this video I want to go over something that I do want to address with you guys. Obviously I do say ask me questions. This is one of them that I want to express with you guys. Does Laugh at Loners have mental problems, or is it just an act? So as the questions on screen now saying, do I have mental problems, or is it just an act? Right? It isn't a trick question. It is actually a very popular one that I feel that not many people actually realise the reason why I do YouTube. So personally, for me, YouTube is an escape. It is escaping the bad shit that happens in life and the things that you can't just address that easily. You can't exactly just click your fingers and all of a sudden all the problems in your life are corrected. It does not happen. Life is, in a way, is like a game, but is also at the same time is a fucking pain in the ass. Excuse my French. But yeah, it is. And I basically want to just say to you guys, if you guys didn't already know, some of you guys do actually know this because, you know, we're fairly close friends. We do speak on multiple social media and stuff like that. So yeah, we do know everything that's going on. So for anyone that's new to this channel, please like, subscribe, comment. Also smash that bell notification, because obviously I'll be uploading and doing a lot of live streams over the next couple of days. So as we get into this now, yes, I do have a mental problem. It's actually a mental illness. It's not a problem, because a problem can easily go away. Minor issues, and also an issue to me is most likely to be an illness. In my case, it is. So for me, mine's anxiety and depression. And I know a lot of you guys can relate to this because so many people that I know actually have these two problems. Some only have one or the other, but quite often it is both. For me, anxiety is a killer. It absolutely destroys me on multiple times. Not every day, because I mean it's one of them. It does happen sometimes, like quite a lot in a week, but sometimes it is quite low and I don't really realise it. I can basically sod it off, you know, it doesn't really bother me. But in this case, yeah, that is my answer. I do have anxiety, I do have depression, I have done self-harm, I've done all that crap. I am not looking for sympathy, so do not get that stuck in your head, guys, you know. This is me just basically opening up to you guys and letting you guys know what I am all about. So, I do not also give out any sort of medical or lawful information, advice, anything like that. I do not do that. So the way I'm going to explain to myself to you guys is what I have done and where I've been and where I am now. So going back like to my childhood sort of style, you know, like that roots, I tried to explain to people that I had a problem and no one was listening to me. So for instance, if I turn around and told them, which I had done, is I said to them, I feel really down, I feel like it could be something else, and in my own eyes I realised then that I had depression, which was quite sad, you know, to be honest. Come on, depression is something I wouldn't even wish my worst of enemies. So yeah, once I realised I had it, then it was all about how do I control it. I tried controlling it myself, and in doing so, a second problem came up, which was the anxiety, which I had no control over that at all. I didn't know what it was, why things were happening the way they were, because I didn't really understand it. All I seen it as was just someone trying to make an excuse for things they couldn't do. But no, round about the age of 17, people really started clicking on when they started seeing what I was capable of doing, what I was doing and the way I was trying to handle the situation, which was, in some people's eyes, was stupid, but in some other people's eyes, they kind of understand where I'm coming from. I'd gone through the drugs, I'd gone through the alcohol, abusing them both. I got to that bad on the alcohol that I could not stop drinking every day. I had to wake up with one, go to bed with one, if I was having my tea, have a drink with me. And it got so bad to the point where, I don't know if any of you guys have actually experienced it before, but if you keep drinking excessively, like large amounts every single day, and don't stop, eventually being drunk is no longer an issue. You just don't feel it. You don't feel drunk at all. You feel sober, to be honest. And that's how bad it got with me. I got to the point where I could drink the strongest of alcohols to the weakest. It didn't really matter which order it went in. I just did it, and nothing would affect me. Same with the drug style. You know, I was going through. I started on cannabis, which, again, guys, don't do drugs. It is terrible, and it will only screw your life up even more. Hence why I'm telling you this little bit of a story now. I went through, like I said, the cannabis stage. That didn't really bother me too much. Yeah, being high and all that was great fun, and it wore off. And you had to go up in dose. You get to really start building up more, and it seemed like shit to me. And then I went on to speed and coke, kind of at the same time. Oops. But yeah, doing that really kind of like made me feel more better about myself. I felt more in control with them on in my system, and as I went through more and more of my life, by that time I was about 18, 19, which was when the doctors were actually just getting in touch with me, you know, like helping me out, because obviously by that point I'd almost killed myself using drugs and alcohol together. Basically, I mixed them, which was a big mistake. Again, guys, if any of you do drugs or alcohol, my advice would be to stop doing them, because they're not going to do you any good. Honestly, you know, anyone can tell you that. Now I'm telling you, as you know, that it did actually almost kill me. By the time I was like 18, 19, like I say, medical attention started coming my way. So my GP, the crisis team from the hospital I kept going to due to self-harming. So yeah, after that, a while, when the doctors did get in touch with me, they would put me on medication. Some of the medication they put me on really did not work at all. There was no effect, and if it was an effect, it was a negative. So screwed me up a bit a lot. Then they started putting me on stronger and stronger stuff to see if, like, you know, higher in the dose might change it, which I'd actually asked them to do. And obviously at the time I was working and everything else. I was working quite a lot, to be honest. It's like 3 different jobs. So you can imagine how much stress I was under. Plus the tablets didn't help. I hired, can't get words out. I did accidentally overdose at some point, which was stupid. And in a way, it wasn't my fault. Like, I woke up, took my medication, fell back asleep, woke up, then realizing that I'm actually late for work, and in all that rush and commotion going on, that I did not realize that I took another one. After about 2 hours of it being in my system, I realized something was wrong. Obviously, the effects were kicking in, heart racing, and one of the weirdest one was anger. Now, I already dealt with anger issues before. You know, I knew I had them. I dealt with them. I was fine. This sort of level of anger was like, imagine your highest raging limit that you've ever hit before. So you say you're about to fight somebody, and you felt that rage building up inside you with the adrenaline. Times that by about 10. Now you've got the same equal feeling that I had, and I had no reason to be angry. When I told my doctor about all this, they had advised me to go and seek medical attention, which I did do by the hospital. When, because obviously I was referred by the GP as well, they put me under a ECG heart scan. So again, guys, if you don't know what that is, that's all the sticky pads all your body, and kind of like a lie detector runs, you know, like how it shows you all these different lines going up and down, and basically it was giving the doctor an indication of how to deal with it. The only advice I got from that was, we advise you literally to knock off your medication for 1 day. Let it run clean out your system, and then go back on them, which I did do. I felt so much better after doing it. But the problem I had occurred was I had made myself to the point where I had now had something called an athlete's heart, which is basically where you fuck your heart so badly up that it's like half its speed, if not more. So basically your heart, like for instance, if your heart was running at 120 per minute, now you're running at less than 60. I got mine down, unfortunately, down to 35, and you know, I kind of struggled. So obviously doing this was kind of bad. On top of that, when I did get the proper medication, which I'm on now, at first it made me feel really high. Like, I felt so floaty, like on a different planet and everything. Great, really good, amazing. After a while though, that wears off, and I realised the medication now was taking control. Obviously I'd been upped by this point as well. I've already had me normal medication, then it got up to a higher dose, and again it felt more in control. So obviously it was harder for my body to overrun it, which was great. It kept me going, kept me happy. So yeah, none of this is actually an act. If any of you guys actually know me in person, you guys will know that I have actually spoke about me taking medication before, you know, and how it affects me and all that other sort of shit, basically. So yeah, you guys kind of know where I'm coming from. So yeah, basically, in overall, now that I'm more or less on the mend, like, I still have the issues. They don't go away. They will stay with you for a long time. But the problem is, now is, I'm just trying to get myself out of that way, so I can be who I really am. You know, I can show you guys that you can overcome something if you put your mind to it enough, but at the same time, don't just think everything is easy, because literally nothing is that simple. If it was that simple, we'd all be fucking perfect by now, which we're not. So yeah, basically that's what actually happened to me. If you wish to know more, I mean, obviously, like I said, I will be doing a Q&A at some point this week. So yeah, definitely be a live stream as well, so you get live answers that are my opinion or as actually happened to me. You know, I want to give you guys, so you know how I am. You know, I don't want to just be one of them YouTubers that doesn't tell you anything. You don't get anywhere and you think it's a load of shit. This way, none of this is bullshit. It's not clickbait. It's live footage where you get to ask questions on pretty much any topic you want. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope it gives you guys a better understanding of who I am as a person and as a YouTuber now. So yeah, if any of you guys are new, please like, subscribe, comment, smash that bell notification so you'll always be notified of when I do a live stream or upload. Soon I'll probably be doing a giveaway, just a small one. So yeah, stay tuned. And on top of that, stay well and don't do drugs.